with Jan Fehler on pole, Valu alongside. Identical lap times in qualifying. Will they be nip and tuck in the race as well as we get underway here in the desert? And Jan Fehler looks to have had an excellent start. He is running straight away from Valu, who's under a bit of pressure from Scars. As Conneretti getting involved as well. He's going to be going up the inside of Scars. He's trying to take the position away. He'll have to try and take it around the outside of turn 2, braving it through 3, but he's just about held up alongside. Lars Algera's there in 5th with Labrax in 6th. Oh no, that's someone around. It's Luca. Luca's gone all the way around, and a Williams. It's Sandro. They've come together. Luca and Sandro, and both of them have come to blows at the start. Now Christian Sendel's making progress. Peso as well. Vexit battling with KX Ricardo. He's been able to get past the Hong Kong driver and up into 9th. He still needs to make more progress though. There's Labrax going up the inside of Zola. Zay getting interested as well as he's trying to go around the outside of the Italian in towards turn 10, but Zola holds on to 7th position for now. Meanwhile, at the very front, Jan Fehler has almost dropped a second to Valu already. He's got past Riptide, Maverick, and Ben as well. Here is Ben having a look at the Maverick in this all-reserve driver, or would have been a reserve driver battle, but Ben now a full-time driver in that Renault team and trying to score some points for the French outfit. But the switch back on there. Oh, what is that from Maverick? That is overly aggressive, pushing the Renault off the track. And Ben fights for his space on the road and just about manages to get it there. And they're going to be battling in towards turn 1 as well. Meanwhile, Zay and Zola have switched positions. That's Zay getting past Zola as they are starting to fall a little bit away. They're pretty close to Labrax, but he himself is threatening to fall outside of second from Lars Algera. There is Zola running wide, and that's Vexit getting through, and he is losing time, significant time, to the top 10.
Says Vexit sending it down the inside of the Ferrari. That's a beautiful send from the Englishman. Vexit up at 2 P7.
Couldn't quite do so, but might be sending it up into turn 8. He's close. He's going to send the dive bomb up the inside. I could see that one coming from a mile away. Labrax couldn't though, and he's having to let Vexit through. Lovely move once again by the Red Bull driver. He's going to make that his trademark. Valu is having a go at Jan Fehler for the race lead. And he looks like he's taking it away. Jan Fehler down into second. Valu, the Finn, moves up into first. It's going to be close, though, actually, as they head down into turn 1. And Jan Fehler is still ahead for the time being.
Was for the effective race lead because they are on the alternate strategy. And it may very well prove to be a key move as here comes Sandro looking for the inside.
Whoa! Cameron Cooper well too late on the brakes.
No, that's it.
This is Valu. Valu's gone into him there. That's Valu, and he's surely lost a lot of front wing. Yes, he has.
And Jan Fehler.
Oh, and there's cars all over the road. Jan Fehler, he's trying to get past Cameron Cooper. Cameron Cooper is a wounded machine out there right now, and Jan Fehler is as well. Disaster strikes for Jan and for Valu. And this is what Vexit needed. Vexit, he was escaped all that, I think. I think his front wing is still intact. Fehler's on soft tires. I don't know if that's intentional, and he's hoping for a safety car. It's a virtual safety car again. What's happened this time? I can't see any issue.
Mercedes, I think. I think that's Conneretti who's made a mistake down into turn 10. He's lost a fair bit of time.
His wing's
so I wonder if he caused it.
His wing is fine. He might well have caused it because he is now, he has lost a lot of time. Vexit. Vexit's died. Yeah, Vexit's fallen down.
No.
Look, Vexit is down into 15th. What's happened to him? He's lost his entire front wing. But Toviane is now going to be coming out of the pits soon. Sandro's into the pits. Conneretti serving that drive through. Jeffrey Ritchie's filtered out there in 8th position. Here is Cameron Cooper trying to fight with the cars around him. He's on much older hard tires. And Zay looks to be taking advantage of that fact in the Ferrari, trying to go around the outside of turn 4 here, and will not even need to do so in the end. Bit of a lag moment there.
But the issue is he's stuck in dirty air right now, Jacob. He can't make his way through, and Christian Sendel is going to be gaining time as Jeffrey Ritchie desperately tries to carve his way through what is a 6-car train right now. He needs to get through as quickly as possible, and to be honest, if Christian Sendel has a race engineer, that race engineer needs to be telling him, don't pit, stay out for 1-2 more laps, because he does not want to feed out into this heap of cars.
It's an absolute morass right now, and there is Lars Algera taking advantage, getting past Ben, and Zay doing the exact same thing. Now, that's Jeffrey Ritchie up the inside of Cameron Cooper. He's been able to make that move stick as well. Cameron down into 7th. Jeffrey dispatches another, but now it's Ben up ahead of him that he needs to be the next one to try and get past. Bit of a lag moment there. Don't know if that affected anyone. Looks like everyone's just about okay. As Christian Sendel didn't pit, he has stayed out. Same with Riptide, same with Lars Algera. Ben finally decides he does not want to be part of that mess any longer. Aeroplane crash waiting to happen, and he dives into the pits for a set of medium tires to the end of this race. Now, there's Jeffrey Ritchie. He's already up the inside of Lars Algera, and he's getting past his teammates. So he has dispatched this traffic, 6 cars over the course of 1 lap. Jeffrey Ritchie up in the 3rd. And now Christian Sendel's going to be sweating it. Zay also getting past Lars Algera behind. Lars trying to fight back. And he will be able to do so with the inside line on the exit of turn 4. But that turns into the outside for 5, the inside for 6. But he cannot hold it. Or can he around the outside here? No. And that is Zay up in a 4th. But I'm sure that we'll see that position changing hands once again before this race is over. The chaos continues as Cameron Cooper's still fighting. Even though he's got that penalty and older tyres, he's still fighting with all these guys right now. And they're so close into turn 10. And there it is, the contact again. That's Zola absolutely careening into the rear end of KX Ricardo, sending the Hong Kong driver round. Let's not count our chickens before they're hatched. Right now, Christian Sendel's actually sending the move on Jeffrey Ritchie in towards turn 1, and he's actually got it done. Once again, Jeffrey Ritchie cannot fight back. He's not alongside in the braking zone. Christian Sendel's left the session.
Disconnect.
That's a disconnection for sure. He's going to have to get back pretty quickly here. Jeffrey Ritchie should be able to get past him with relative ease now. His game's crashed. Christian Sendel has had a game crash. So that's not so bad for him and not as bad as it could have been. Meanwhile, there's Peso trying to get around the outside of KX Ricardo. Yanni Tripkov's very close behind as well. He'll be watching this with glee as he's going to look to try and snap up the scraps of whatever this battle ends up being. As there's a safety car once again.
Zola over turn 2.
He's lost it, as you mentioned, on the exit of turn 2. You can see some front wing damage, I think. No front wing left at all on that Haas.
Jacob, Riptide is in the best position here. Riptide's on soft tyres, and everyone else ahead of them, I think maybe barring Jeffrey Ritchie, will probably come into the pits for a set of soft tyres. Riptide might be finding himself leading the race.
And we'll see who's going to get the jump out of this final corner. It is Christian Sendel leading the way behind this safety car. Now, look at it. He's holding up. Yanni Tripkov is already getting past him. He can't do that. He's going to let him go. There we go. And Christian Sendel into the lead. He's held them for so long. And look at the chaos it's already causing. As Jeffrey Ritchie already having a go at Riptide. Scars has got the best run of all of them in the AlphaTauri. He might send a dive bomb at the inside. He's not going to do it. And it's a late move from Riptide up the inside of Yanni Tripkov, who just about sees him in time and gives him the space. Jeffrey Ritchie couldn't take the position away. He's currently sitting down in 4th with Scars in 5th ahead of Zay. He's been able to get past him. There's so much action. There's cars all over. It's the race start all over again right now. And there's Riptide trying to get past Yanni Tripkov. He's already managed to get past him. Christian Sendel, meanwhile, he's trying to gap as much as he can at the very front. Yanni Tripkov on those medium tyres is struggling so hard for grip right now, and he cannot keep Jeffrey Ritchie at bay as the Alfa Romeo sends it up the inside of turn 8. Meanwhile, Zay tried to get past us. There's 3 wide moment there between Lars Algera, Peso, and Cameron Cooper. Their battle is hotting up there over 7th, 8th, and 9th for the time being. And there is Peso trying to get around the outside of Lars Algera. Lars looked like he was on for a podium a few laps ago. Now he's sitting down in 8th and with a penalty to his name as well.
I think there was. Here comes Jeffrey Ritchie.
Jeffrey Ritchie trying to make the move for what could be the race win here, and he sends it up the inside of Riptide, who did not have the track position to fight back against him.
Lars has just found a way through on Yanni Tripkov. Value finding a way through onto Cameron Cooper. And there's Yanni side by side through to that.
And the Valen! Valen's off again! Oh my goodness me, it is not a race to be a championship contender, I tell you what. And it'll be a very well-deserved win as long as he can tie it off with a bow. Riptide looking for his first podium of the season, but Scars might be looking to try and take it away from him. Maybe. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Ritchie is managing to make the move, but this is for P2 right now. Riptide defending the inside. He'll have to look for the outside of 2, but that's so difficult. He goes for the switchback instead as Scars takes track position for the time being. Up the hill we go. Riptide. Scars going so defensive. He does not want to give the Ferrari a sniff. And indeed, he's able to cauterize the wound in towards turn 3. Jeffrey Ritchie still ahead. There's Yanni Tripkov still trying to battle with Lars Algera. Zay's been able to get past these guys. Lars has spun it on the last lap. He's losing it. And it's all gone wrong. There's front wing damage as well. And it's hardly going to matter at this point. But what will matter is all the positions he's losing. He was on for a podium a few laps ago. And now he's down in 15th with a penalty. Meanwhile, his teammate Jeffrey Ritchie is going to take his first win of the season. Scars comes across the line in 2nd in his debut race. And Riptide takes his first podium as well. We said he was the 20th best driver in the league. Well, he was the 3rd best today. Peso with a great recovery on a day when he didn't have the pace to manage a 4th place finish. Zay in 5th, making it a great result for Ferrari. Yanni Tripkov from the back of the grid to 6th. Christian Sendel with that time penalty dropped down to 7th, held off Sandro by 0.003 of a second with what is Sandro's best result of the season by a mile. Labrax in 9th and Luca in his reserve drive, second of the season, manages a top 10 finish.